Hello students, I am going to explain about valencies of mercury, mercury, plumbum means lead, peroxide and oxalate. Okay, let us learn one valency after another. First, let us start with mercury. Mercury valencies are Hg2 plus and Hg2 2 plus. Mercury, the name of mercury in Latin is hydrogyrum. So symbol of mercury is not Me but Hg. Okay. Let us form a story to link the valencies of memory with some story. Thereby we can easily remember. We are linking mercury with Hague of Netherlands. Why Hague? Because the Hague is the city of Netherlands. The Hague is containing H and G. The mercury symbol is Hg. So Hague is very suitable to link with mercury. Mercury, what is the special of Hague? Hague has two international courts. One is International Court of Justice, another one is International Court of Arbitration. And this is the map of Europe. In the map you will find this is a small country called Netherlands. Netherlands is also called Holland and also Dutch. It has three names: Holland, Netherlands, Dutch. Just like India has three names: India, Bharat, Hindustan. And the city Hague is shown here. Beside Netherlands there is a Germany, Belgium, and also England is also very close. Okay. International, Hague has two international courts, say International Court of Justice, which delivers judgments based on rules and laws. International Court of Arbitration, which allows opposing, first it will discuss the issue of opposing parties and will make modifications and will suggest the opposing parties to make the settlement outside the court. That is the special of International Court of Arbitration. So one valency of mercury is Hg2 plus. See that Hg2 plus. This is like that. Hague has two international courts, so International Court of Justice and International Court of Arbitration. So one valency of Hg is Hg2 plus. The 2 plus will remind you two international courts of Hague. Okay. Let us discuss other valency. And in the 17th century, my 17th century means 1600 to 1699 AD. 1600 to 1699 AD. What happened is Britain was trying to occupy India, and Holland was trying to occupy Indonesia. Okay, of course, over the course of years, both countries successful in capturing India and Indonesia. Britain occupied India and Holland occupied Indonesia. And there was a long distance journey is required from Holland to Indonesia. One has to move around along the coast of Africa, should reach Cape of Good Hope of South Africa. From Cape of Good Hope they have to follow a black color line, say path 1, to reach Indonesia. But the path 1 is causing so many problems because the winds were flowing in opposite direction. At that time there were only sailing ships. There were no engines were not there, or electric motors were not there. Only sailing ships were there in 1600 and 1700. So because of these winds, the journey is becoming the journey is consuming a lot of time. Okay, because of the winds. And sailors of Holland at one time, what happened is after several years, because of cyclone, they deviated from path 1 to path 2, and the cyclone forced them to follow path 2. Because of cyclone, they followed path 2. They reached Perth, and from Perth they reached Indonesia. By this luck, the sailors found that the path 2 is more convenient, even though it is a longer path, because the winds were helping their sailing ships, and so they were able to reach their destination very quickly compared to path 1. So here I say that Holland sailors found two paths. One is path 1 to reach Indonesia directly along path 1, or to reach Indonesia by following path 2. Even though path 2 is longer, it is less time consuming compared to path 1. So in this way, Mercury has Mercury has another valency Hg2 2 plus. That is what I am showing here. See that another valency of Mercury is Hg2 2 plus. The 2 plus already indicated that it is due to two international courts of justice in Hague, and the other two indicates that Holland found two paths to Indonesia from Cape of Good Hope. Cape of Good Hope. So in one frame I say that there are two valencies of Hg. One is Hg2 plus. Hg2 plus is linked to two international courts of justice, and another valency is Hg2 2 plus. The 2 plus already linked to two international courts of Hague. The subscript 2 is linked to two international routes to Indonesia from Cape of Good Hope. Like that, I am completing the valencies of Mercury. Let us go to valencies of plumbum. Plumbum is called lead in English. Lead is the English word, plumbum is the Latin word. See, already I told you we are still using Latin words, and so the symbol of lead is not Le, but it is Pb. So the valencies of lead are Pb2 plus and Pb4 plus. Let us link the story to remember the valencies of plumbum. We are linking Pb with Porbandar and Port Blair of India. See that. This is Porbandar. Porbandar is there in Gujarat. Port Blair is in the Andaman. What is special is these two cities are linked to our freedom struggle, independence struggle of India. Porbandar is the birthplace of Mahatma Gandhi, who was born on October 2 in the year 1869. Port Blair is renowned, is infamous, has infamous prison for putting freedom fighters in the prison located at Port Blair. Okay, so Port Blair and Porbandar are both linked to independence struggle. One was the location where Gandhi was born. Another is the location where many freedom fighters put in prison. Okay, so these two things contributed very much for intensifying or for growing independence struggle. Therefore, the valence is Pb2 plus. Port Blair and what is called Porbandar both indicate Pb2 plus valency of plumbum. And another point is Gandhi was arrested 4 times during independence struggle, and so another valency of Pb is Pb4 plus. Why it is plus? Even though Gandhi was arrested, means because of arrest Gandhi became so popular, and by the popular leader it was possible for India to gain independence very quickly. That is why plus sign is assigned. Here, Pb4 plus and also Pb2 plus. The reason is these two cities, Porbandar and Port Blair, also contributed for the growing of independence struggle. Therefore, here also 2 plus is added. Okay, next to come to oxalate. Oxalate valency is formula is C2O42 minus. Oxalate is linked to Oxford. See, oxalate is linked to Oxford. See that. The map I want to show you. The map is somewhere here. Where is the map? Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. The map has gone. Okay, just wait. I will show the map. Okay, I will show the map. Just wait. This is the England map. there you will find Oxford. Okay, Oxford is there in the England somewhere here. I cut this one. Okay, just wait. Okay, this is sufficient for me. This is Oxford. Oxford is there, and this one is Paris. Paris is there, and Bologna. Somewhere here, and somewhere here you will find Padua. Actually near Venice it is there. Okay, this space is not sufficient here. And another university, Salerno. Okay. And let us see that. Okay, here I insert the map. Now you see that. Okay, it is now okay. Here you can see that Oxford is there here. Oxford University was established in 1000 AD like that, but there were clashes between the students. There were clashes between the students. Okay, to solve the clashes, the King of England at that time was Cnut, visited Oxford 2 times. Visited Oxford in 2 times to solve the problems. But because of unrest, many students of Oxford left the Oxford University and went to 4 other universities, say Paris, Padua, Bologna, and Salerno. Okay, after that they returned to. Okay, that is what happened. Because of unrest, many students of Oxford went to 4 other universities: Paris, Padua, Bologna, Salerno. Once the situation became normal, only half of the students returned to Oxford. What I want to say is, once clashes erupted, most of the students went to 4 universities. Once the situation became normal, only half of the students returned to Oxford. And King of England visited Oxford 2 times in order to solve the problems of students. So by this I am writing formula of oxalate as C2O4. The C2 indicates that Cnut visited Oxford 2 times. That is why C2 here. O4, Oxford students went to 4 other universities. That is why 4. And 2 minus means only half of the students returned to Oxford. Okay. హలో చెప్పు. ఇక్కడ ఇంట్లో తొందరగా చెప్పు, నేను వీడియో చేస్తున్నా. And next one is peroxide. Peroxide is O2 2 minus. O2 2 minus. See that. Peroxide, to understand, we can link peroxide with pergamon. Pergamon was the largest library along with Alexandria in 2nd century BC. Pergamon is in present day Turkey. Alexandria is in present day Egypt. See the map, you can understand. Pergamon is somewhere here. It is rounded with yellow color line, and also Alexandria is there in Egypt. It is rounded with yellow color line. Pergamon is in Turkey and Alexandria is in Egypt. Okay, we can link peroxide with Pergamon. Pergamon was the largest library along with Alexandria in 2nd century BC. Pergamon is in present day Turkey and Alexandria is in present day Egypt, present day Egypt. Okay, see that O2 peroxide formula is actually O2 2 minus the 2. The O of the peroxide is linked to peroxide. O of peroxide is linked to pergamon. Peroxide means pergamon, but along with the University of Pergamon there was University of Alexandria. Therefore, two. The two here linked to two universities similar to Pergamon. One is Pergamon and another one is University of Alexandria. And the next one is the two universities were destroyed in 5th century AD by the Christian fanatics, because the Christian bishops thought that only Bible had to be studied and all other books must be destroyed. That is why the two universities were destroyed. So here O of peroxide is linked to Pergamon, but along with University of Pergamon there was University of Alexandria. So there are two universities, O2, and the 2 minus is linked to destruction of the two very fine universities. The two universities were destroyed in 6th century AD, I mean 500 to 599 AD, by the Christian fanatics who believed that Bible is the only book to be studied. So O2 2 minus. See, the 2 of peroxide, that subscript 2 of peroxide is linked to two universities, University of Pergamon and University of Alexandria. The superscript 2 minus is linked to destruction of the two universities by Christian bishops in the 6th century, because they thought that the Bible is the only book to be studied. Okay, this is all about I want to explain. Thank you.